Hello, viewers. Guess who's back? Shit, we tipped a lot of winners last week, guys. Did you see the table that I put up on Facebook?
Yeah,
Strike tipped 6 winners. Lance tipped 4 or 5, and I tipped 4. But like I told the guys, if they'd put $10 on each of our horses, they would have spent $300 and got back like nearly 500, which is fantastic, eh? Mr. Michael, did you get a clap last week with our tips, or?
Yes, no, you guys are very good. I must be honest. You got a big following. A lot of people back the horses you tip, and I'm kind of thinking twice about going for them myself going forward.
Lance, how did you find Mrs. Browning? That's what I want to know.
Do you remember? I never had the book in front of me, but when I studied that early morning, I asked Joe, look at the course and distance. It was a course and distance. Look, the reality was I didn't like Mrs. Geriatrics. Once that was favoured, I thought Mrs. Browning had to be good value.
We just want to put in a disclaimer there for Sean Terry Racing. Lance Michael likes all of your horses. Just that particular day, he didn't like Miss Geriatrics.
You know that I had lunch with him on the Friday, and I told him. He says, no, I definitely prefer Miss Geriatrics. I said, well, it's racing. He says, but they're all well, in fairness to him.
Listen, that is the great thing about our sport, right? We're allowed to have opinions, right?
Yeah, correct. Look, you're going to get a lot wrong, but the ones that you get right, you hope that the guys fill their boots and it's all good.
So everybody's enjoying the show. We've got another fantastic offer in today's show, Lance, which I think, let's put it out around the 7-minute mark. Keep them hanging on a little bit, right? But I know we've got a great offer lined up again this week for our viewers.
To use somebody else's words, I've got a tidbit for you.
That was good. Hey, listen, but Striker tips winners, eh? To be fair. Striker tips winners.
Striker's good, man. Striker's very good. I thought he was excellent on Saturday. So
yeah,
listen, we're doing the best we can. I hope people make, they enjoy it first of all, and secondly, they add and they understand that it's all an opinion, and we try our best. And some are going to win, some are going to lose.
So it's a double header on Saturday, which I'm a big advocate for. I think we should have triple headers, right?
I agree.
I think whoever's idea it was to have a fucking single header race meeting is cuckoo, because if you're trying to raise money for gambling, you want to give gamblers time to punt, not every 35 minutes. So the powers that be, we should have double headers, we should have triple headers. Anyway, so we'll do the big races at Greyville first, and then we'll shoot over to Turffontein, where I think we found a couple of gems. Striker, I am so pissed off with you.
Again.
Yeah, because I love JP van der Merwe, but you couldn't do the weight on Humdinger, China. What do you think of the ball?
It's a struggle to ride 58 nowadays. You know what? Remember, I'm riding for Arun Chada and Rippon, and I didn't realize that actually Mark de Kock was going to run the Philly White Pearl again, so I didn't even ask for a ride. So I automatically thought, well, I'll have to ride in Joburg. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not in Joburg. I mean Durban. Not sure if I would have got any quality rides, but anyway, it is what it is.
Right. So, what do you think in the Humdinger race?
I think main defender. He's drawn well. His acceleration when he ran past me when I rode Dave the King was unbelievable, and I think Greyville's going to be even more up his alley, and so I make main defender quite a hard horse to beat. The danger is Royal Aussie, drawn 1. He won last time. I don't think that was as strong as I felt, but he's run against quality horses in the past, so he's the only danger. I think Humdinger may be third.
Lance?
mute this, guys. It's a really nice race and a worthy favourite at 7-10, main defender. But I think he's beatable. I must be honest. I respect your horse very much, Joe. I'm not mad about Royal Aussie though, Piere. I think Snaith over the summer or the winter in Natal is giving his horses a run the first time. They haven't come and delivered the goods first time out. So I think it may be the case with Royal Aussie. I could be wrong. I think this favourite's the horse to beat, but beatable. I'm not scared of it. I see 3 or 4 strong runners, and there's a Hiroshima here, which you're going to laugh at me. There's the bottom weight with Daryl Daniels on. Well, it's no more the bottom weight. Drawn 10. He's got everything against him. But I just love his course, and I love his distance form, and I just see my heart think we can beat this horse. So I'm not shying away from it. And I think there's 1 or 2 that are going to make it run.
Sure. Well, I agree with Lance for 2 reasons. One, I really think objectively, Humdinger's taken a step forward as a 5-year-old. I think she's run second to arguably the best filly in South Africa by a length and a half. And I think when the draw first came out and she was drawn 12 in the nominations, I was a bit worried if the whole field stayed in and she was drawn wider. But out of Stallgate 7, I think they're going to have to fetch her. No disrespect to main defender. I love the horse. I love the trainer, the family, the whole shebang, the owners, Frankie, all of them. But he's going to have to fetch her. If he fetches her, then fair enough. The makeup and the conditions of this race, though, if you're studying, I mean, if you consider that Texas Red beat us a short head, Texas Red carried 50 kilos, we carried 56. We're now meeting
7 kilos in your favor.
I mean, it's unbelievable, right? If you think, I mean, she's run Humdinger at 57.5 has to be a runner in this race. Not because she's my horse and Mark's horse, I should say, but because I think the way she runs in Greyville, yeah, she'd be right there. So for me, I see she's second favourite on your site, which once again is priced up early.
Yeah, we're up early. She's 5-1, Joe, and 7-10 main defender. He's a worthy favourite. He's a super horse.
100%. And there was a time where over 1400 he was untouchable. But I think he became untouchable over a mile last time out. And if that's the case, he's going to have to give her, how much is he giving her? He's giving her 2 kilos as a 3-year-old. He's giving her 2 kilos and he's got to beat her, which if he does, fair enough. You know, he is a worthy favourite. But I think you've got it right at 5-1, Lance, Humdinger. And she'll give us a run for our money. So I'm going to stick with my horse each way because I think there can be an upside. I don't think I'll lose money if she runs second or third. And I think I can't have Royal Aussie. I think it's his prep run. I agree. So yeah, that's the drill hall for me.
I don't want to go.
Well, for me, I'm not banker. You know, if I took a pick 6, that's the long and the short of it for me. I'm not banker in main defender. If I were to take a pick 6, I wouldn't bank him. That's the gospel according to Lance.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't go on too long about this race. But the last time I was drawn on main defenders outside, and main defender loaded quite late, and he started getting a bit restless. And as we were about to jump, he picked, stumbled, and was dropped completely out at the back of the field. And the fact that he went past us that easy, certainty, banker.
Okay. Okay, cool. Listen, that's what it's about, right? Let's move to the Phillies Guineas. Yeah.
Yeah. Another one was race, double Grand Slam. The way she won last time, I mean, that short gravel straight, within 100 meters, the race was over. It was like she jumped in race. The horse that ran second behind her was Raskova, who finished, I think, like 4 lengths behind. Yeah, so I think double Grand Slam, hard to beat.
I'm going to make it easy. I'll let Lance speak thirdly this time. I think this is a certainty. Like, for me, this is the certainty of the day. She's confirmed the form twice with Raskova. Yeah, she's owned by McLean, Mr. Player, and Suzette. All lovely people. Richard's riding like a machine. He won on my horse today. Richard's shorthead Furia, calling him now. But yeah, I think you're right, Piere. Double Grand Slam's a certainty for me. Lance, let me just, while you're talking, I'll tell you what price you guys have got her at.
Yeah, she's very short, Joe. She's
She's
still
getting-
there. No, bullseye, boys, bullseye.
Yeah,
This is no race.
this is no race for this horse, eh?
Yeah, she's had a run. She won it impressively. She beat nothing, but she had the run. So everything lines up perfectly for her. She's got the draw, we've got the jockey. She's had the one run in the tail, and there's no opposition, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I'd be very shocked if she gets beat.
Why does anybody know what went wrong when she ran over the mile in Cape Town, in the Phillies Guineas in Cape Town?
No idea.
I got no idea. I think she's just come on leaps and bounds.
No, I think she's a certainty, guys. I think she's a certainty. Right.
Yeah.
Race 8, the boys' race. So I know we get a lot of viewers that watch this from the past that remember some of the great horses. So for me, everybody knows I love Senor Santa, but actually the horse I love second best won this race many years ago. Ridden by Nicholas Shearer, trained by Ivan Pickering, was a horse called Sloop. And this race has always been very dear to me because I've always followed this race. And I think this isn't a bad renewal at all. I really think this is a good renewal. It's not a big field, but I think we've got a quality field here. Of course, Sandringham Summit's a machine. I get it. I'm not going to even pretend that he's not a machine, right? But I'm going to go first here, right? Terry has found form. So I wanted to go first because I didn't want Lance to say anything. I would not leave Midwinter Wind out of anything at all. I think in the small field, quality field, that horse can step up. And Sean doesn't go to Durban just for the day out. So for me, Midwinter Wind on Lance's side at 7-1, I would be saying that horse will start shorter than Shushului and possibly even shorter than Snow Pilot. That's my view on that race. Midwinter Wind.
I'm going to go second. I'm going to go second, if you don't mind. The right favourite is the Sandringham Summit. There's no argument about that. The Snow Pilot and the Midwinter Wind betting difference is purely because 6 kilos in Snow Pilot's favour.
Yeah.
So that has got to count for something. And then again, Snow Pilot's now had his run and he should be a lot fitter for the run. The horse in the race that I think's the wrong price is Green with the Envy, because I think he's more daily news horse. So I think this could also be a prep run for him. So I'm just looking at the form objectively. The race then lies between 3 horses, the Sandringham, the Snow Pilot, and an improving Midwinter Wind. So you take your chances, whether you take evens or you take the value if you think it's value like Joe does, and you back Midwinter Wind. You're always going to see 4-5-2-1 Snow Pilot. And that for me is the race. The other runners are just making it up, in my opinion, including Green with Envy. And that's a bold stake. Shushului, I think something's gone wrong with that horse, Joe. I mean, I liked him in the Guineas, the Cape Guineas. He blew right off the boards. Yeah. And then they put him in the 2000 and in the Derby. From that run to come back in the Guineas in the first run in Natal, big ask. Sandringham fit as you can get. and Midwinter Wins as fit as you can get. Snow Pilot, I know people are going to say second run, but he's a group winner, so he's got to be alive.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But the right favourite and the right betting, but there's two strong runners, yeah, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, I think Lance has got it spot on. I'm just going to say 2 horses I think have got no chance. Number 5 and number 7. The others have all got some sort of a chance. But like Lance said, your horse is probably spot on and ready to win. Sandringham Summit. You know, he won last time from this tricky draw on 7. He had to go forward. He beat Lucky Lad, who came to win a great race on last Saturday. The race before, he ran second to Purple Patcher. He had a bad draw and nothing went right. He was too far back, having to drop in. So, drawn to Greyville. You know, he's won this last year. He won, I think, was it July Day from a shocking draw. And the way he went was great. So, Sandringham Summit definitely was to beat. The danger's got to be Snow Pilot. I mean, 6 kilos turnaround for 3 lengths. Look, Midwinter Wins done nothing wrong. What more must he do but win by 3? So, can he improve more? Why not? But I'm going to lean towards Snow Pilot and Midwinter Wind as the second and third spots.
Yeah, so you see, like I followed Midwinter Wind because it beat one of Lance and I's horses, a horse called Champion Warrior, and it beat it over 1160. And I remember looking at this horse, and I remember listening to one of the interviews, and you know, this horse was expected to run well from a young horse already, and until Sean cut him, he was stiff. Do you know what I mean? He was one of those horses. But since Sean cut him, like you say, what could he have done wrong?
Yeah.
Nothing. So for me, small field, Piere, I agree that you can discard a couple of horses in the race. So now we're down to a 5-horse field. Tactics, pace, all of these things are going to come into it, right? Gavin's probably, I'm not saying he's going to, but he's probably going to give Sandringham a chance. He's been doing that every race. Midwinter Wind's got the tactic. I really like this horse. So this is my next sloop. He could win the Guineas, this horse. And he might not end up being the best horse that's ever won it, which was the case with Sloop. But in this small field, he could win the Guineas. That's
Why jump off?
Excuse me?
Why did Richard Free jump onto Snow Pilot?
Because most jockeys aren't the best judges. Well,
I
who
think
knows why?
Kamala
Hey,
rode a
listen.
cracking race last time, and I think that's why Sean kept him on.
Yeah, I don't know why, you know. But I'll tell you what, we'll know on Saturday, because this is a fantastic race. Fantastic race. Like,
I agree.
to me, this is the race of the day. And that's with Humdinger, with the Phillies. This, I don't know what it is, but I've always liked, since Sloop, I've always liked this race. So, yeah. Okay, right.
And it's a Group 2. It's no more Group 1. So
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to talk about politics. I mean, do you really want to drag that up? What about the fucking OK Gold Bowl? That's a listed race now, man. A listed race.
Yeah, but years gone by, that used to be a day. They used to put a day aside for the Gold Bowl.
Honestly, and I read something the other day, like I spoke about this with my ex-partner, and in respect of that, I will give him some validation. Like, we're breeding way too fast horses in South Africa. We need to breed classic horses, and we're not doing that anymore. We're devaluing 2,000, 2,400 meter races, and it's wrong. But that's just my opinion. Right. Lance, while we flick over to the Turffontein card, will you tell us why everybody that's watching this show should be super excited about what SoccerShop is doing on Saturday at Turffontein?
Well, Joe, the tidbit is in race 4.
Okay, so we'll start in race 4, shall we? Let's do it.
I think let's get the excitement out the way. The tidbits in race 4. It's a horse of mine. It's ridden by Piere Strydom.
Yo.
How's that?
Okay.
And its
Obviously,
name is Tana Marie.
Okay.
Now, to give you a little bit of background, Tana Marie is a horse that I got from my cousin 𝐂𝐏𝐈𝐒𝐃𝐄. You'll see he owns a share with me, and he was training. So anyway, he gave me the horse, gave it to Sean. Sean calls me, says, this is a nice filly. I'm going to run her quite soon, but she's doing well. He enters her, he phones me, he says, no, look, I think she can win. So we're all excited, and she runs a poor race by what Sean told us she would do. And he was the first to call me back and say, listen, I can't believe she ran how she ran. She shows me much better than that. We've got to give her another chance. So this is another chance. The deal is simple. Any SoccerShop client, maximum of 500 Rand backs this horse. If she wins, well, Sean is quite confident she will. Says she's got a very strong chance. We will give you 10% on top of your winnings. If she runs second, we give you your cash back. Maximum of 500.
It's unbelievable. So it's win-win.
Look, if she runs third, you don't get your cash back. But if she
if she runs third, Strydom runs the London Marathon next year.
But let me give you some insight, Piere. She's well. He's going to phone you, Sean.
He's worked her, don't worry.
No, he hasn't worked her.
He worked well.
Has he? Have you worked her, Piere? Never worked her. But anyway, Sean's very confident that she'll run a good race. He says this evening, he says, all I want is a classic Piere ride. That's all I want, and we'll win. What that is, I don't know, but he's going to give you a shout. You're on a strong runner here, Piere. So for all of us, the punters, I'm not tipping your horse because it's my horse. I'm tipping your horse that's got a chance, and she's 6-7-1. So take advantage.
I looked at the gorgeous Klein form. She's held by a runner. I think it's Oxalis Gold. I'm not sure, but I mean these are juveniles, so they can improve, So
well, she's 3 now, but Sean told me tonight. He said, Lance, she runs with the best of my young horses.
Oh, that's good.
He says she's got a really good chance Saturday. I know she let us down, but she's a really strong runner.
So open up a SoccerShop account if you don't have one. Have a bet up to $500. If she wins, they're topping it up by 10%. So that's easy peasy. If she runs second, you're getting a refund. That's even easier, right?
But what they need to do, Joe, is just WhatsApp us and say, guys, my name is account number so-and-so's had the bet, and then we'll just track it.
So we'll put that on the terms and conditions. But yeah, just WhatsApp. You've had the bet, WhatsApp. So basically what's happening here is everybody's backing this horse because A, it's a good deal, and B, we want it to do well for you. So it's win-win.
Correct. We want to win. Punters are going to win.
Perfect.
Pierre's going to ride another winner, and we're all happy.
Perfect. Right. So I don't even think we discussed the rest of this race out of respect for Tana Marie. Tana Marie will win and stuff the rest. Race 1, boys.
It's basically, I mean, Believe in Fate. I rode him. He's quite a nice horse, and he was very green, and he was outpaced, and he made up good ground at the end. And I also rode Baynak, who's also quite a nice horse, but he definitely needs further. But Believe in Fate finished behind Chocolate Soldier, and Baynak finished 5 lengths behind Chocolate Soldier. So that is obviously the form line at this stage is Believe in Fate, and maybe that's why he's favourite and be second favourite. But both are nice horses. It's difficult to say who's going to come on the most on their second run.
Okay, Lance.
On paper, the right horses Believe in Fate. That's a worthy favourite. I know that the young horse of Sean's is definitely a runner. It can run. It's going to perform well. Whether it can beat these horses, he's not quite sure. But it's not there just for the scenery. It's having a go. So it's 1, 2, or 3. If I had to pick them in order, I'd go 1, 3, 2. That's me.
Okay. So I don't know anything apart from looking at the form. And I notice you guys have priced 𝐂𝐄𝐈𝐒𝐄, third favorite, 14-1. I'm assuming the 14-1 is just to get a feel if there's any money for it or not. Very well related. Very well related. Related to
Related to?
Bon Vivant. Okay. Roy Magna can train a sprinter or two. So it looks like the quartet is pretty much tied up between 1, 2, 3, and 7. Mike's horse, he's got Marco on it. That was quite a way back on debut. So I think, like you said, Sean thinks he can run well. I don't know anything about Mr. Magna's horse, I have to say. All I know is I looked at its dam, and I looked at its family, and I think this horse, it's the third, it's the third foal that have run. They've all won, and 14-1. I like the outsiders anyway. That's my game. I don't know anything, but it's a nice race to start the day. Believe in Fate should win. As a punter, I would be taking 7-10. I took 7-10 today, race 3 at Greyville on Canford Queen, and we all know how heart-stopping those moments are, the 7-10 shots.
Listen, I don't know anything about Sean's horse except it can run. He doesn't think it's bullseye, but it can run. It's a nice horse. But he thinks he's got 1 or 2 to beat, but she'll be right there. So you're right. Those are the 4 for the race then.
Yeah, I just want to say something. I saw a comment on Facebook which the guy said, I can't believe a bookmaker's tipping us horses. The reality is, I know Lance like very well. Nothing makes you more excited than betting horses, laying them up. I mean, this was the only thing you could ever have done in your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
Correct. You've hit the nail on the head. This is what I love doing.
Tipping people horses, even if they win, you pay them with a smile, it makes no difference. So. Right.
100% right.
Race 2. Strikes?
Yeah, race 2. I'm riding Fiery Pegasus.
Yeah.
See if on VJ's Angel. And obviously Muzi, well, I think Muzi must have had the choice, and he's gone on to 𝐂𝐿𝐴's Destiny. And there's a form line where 𝐂𝐿𝐴's Destiny finished ahead of VJ's Angel. So obviously 𝐂𝐿𝐴's Destiny must be the horse to beat. Maybe Lars can tell us a bit more about Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, Rodeo Drive is going to need the run in the sense that Sean is hoping that it wins, but he's not confident of it winning. That's his words tonight. So there's I hope it wins. She's not, she's a type of horse that I'd love to run her at Scottsville.
Yeah.
But this is the race I have to put her in. She may just need it, but the form line's decent, and he's taking a bit of a chance here. So I think in his heart he likes her. She's a smart filly, but he wishes he had another week or so with her and then enter. He's forced to run it.
So the danger must be Silver Parasol number 7 then. If you look at how they bet her on her first time out, she must show them a hell of a lot.
I think the race is those 4 horses. I'm not really mad about the favorite. Your horse is well beaten by the favorite. I think the winner will come from Sean or Rodeo Drive or 𝐿 Silver Parasol. That's my pick. Those are my picks for the race.
Okay. Right, race 3. I want to go first. Already? Are you guys there?
We're waiting for you.
Haha. So I'm going to tip a winner here. And
10 minutes.
yeah, whoever backs this horse, just send us an email and we might just chuck you a membership at Glistian for a month or not if it wins. But if you look at a horse called Johnny Appleseed, you see number 9 there.
Yeah.
Strong form, Joe. Very strong form. Unbeaten.
Unbeaten at the moment. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tip something mad to you guys now, basically. This horse's mother, Effortless Reward, right? There is no other podcast that does stuff like we do. This horse's mother won a very interesting race a few years ago. And that's where I'm going to tip our viewers a winner. And I've kept them till whatever, 20 minutes before I tell them. But basically, race 1 at Greyville on Saturday is the 400-meter dash.
Yeah.
And Effortless Reward won that race. Okay?
Yeah.
And chocolate, what it's called, Chocolate Soldier of Cornet Pieces is my best bet for the weekend.
It's favorite, huh?
By a mile. It's 2-1. I have not seen a horse this fast since I was at Turffontein and I saw Divine Act win on debut.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen a horse this fast. And over 400 meters, after the first 10 meters, this horse will be 30 meters ahead. Listen to what I'm telling you. That's my tip for the day. Greyville race 1, Chocolate Soldier. Back to Turffontein race 3. As a result of that, and knowing how good Tony is with his babies and how fast this horse's mother was, I'm just going to put Johnny Appleseed up as a tiny little bet. It's 2-1 second favorite. Maybe take the double each way. 2-1, 2-1. The mother, Effortless Reward, into a race she won 4 or 5 years ago. That's my tip for the day, guys.
Okay. You know, those 400 races is about to start. If yours plays up or puts his head to the side of the stalls, you can be ready. But if the horse does something else, you miss a break, you're gone. So it's a very tricky race.
Yeah. Not your cup of tea, Striker?
No. Yes, so that horse is fast, eh? I mean, wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, would you ride in those races? Because I've got this guy phoned me from Arkansas. He wants you to go ride quarter horse 200 meters.
No, those ones are good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Lyle, in race 3, what price is number 10, Wild at War?
Even money.
Even money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 10, Wild at War?
Yeah.
That's even money. 2-1, Johnny.
Okay.
Appleseed.
No, I just thought I saw.
We don't know. We don't know what Johnny Appleseed is like, but exactly what Joe said. The trainer knows how to train. He's great with young horses, so you got to respect it. If there's R1 for Johnny Appleseed, they'll bet even Johnny Appleseed, and win the Wild at War will go 2-1. That's how.
Although Wild at War ran behind the best 2-year-old in South Africa, funnily enough. Or ran in the same race. Ran in the same race as Wahid.
Yeah. He ran just behind him. Yeah. And just Wahid was Chocolate Soldier. Going to win as well.
Correct. It's a very good form line, that, by the way. So Wild at War's a big runner, but yeah. Lance?
I agree. The betting's right. You'll have to watch closer to the race to see how strong Johnny Appleseed is. And then we're making like the 8's not in the race. It's a give me the green light. So it doesn't look fancy, but we kind of feeling our way here. It's the favorite. If Johnny's not 100%, favorite will start 5 to 10. If Johnny's on the job, the favorite and Johnny will start joint favorites. That's the race.
Oh, 100%. Right, race 4 we've done. Race 5, guys? Striker, go first.
I'm riding Battle of Barberton. He's quite a strong horse. He's a one pace. He doesn't seem to. I don't know. He like just stays on, So, he can run a place. I'm gonna go with number 1, Resora Finale. just because he's a highest merit rated horse in the field.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my first choice.
Good choice. Lance?
Horrible race, guys, but I like Pierre's horse. I'm not mad about the one.
What about it?
I'll make it a one-horse race. I'll make it a one-horse race.
And I like the 10. I think we saw Stuart come back to form.
Correct.
I'm really not mad about 1 and 2. I really respect your horse, Pierre. I put you with a big W for watch. And I like the Stuart Pettigrew horse. What's it called?
Sakurajima.
Sakurajima.
Yeah, for me, that's
I changed my mind. I'm going with the 10. I watched the race last time.
It's a certainty, that horse.
Yeah, he didn't have much luck from a draw. He had to actually pull back a little bit to try and not race wide. Mastership form's been quite strong. He's got a 80-something merit rating, and so that stronger than Resora Finale. And this horse, with no luck in running, could have finished right on top of him. So yes, Sakura Majima.
Look at his debut run, Legend of Arthur.
100%.
Never mind, and he's getting 4 kilos over a mile.
Yeah.
Pettigrew turned the corner.
You said it. Well done, Java.
I promise you, this horse is a proper punt on Saturday.
I agree, 100%.
This is a proper punt on Saturday. Right. Next race. We're going to fly through these now, otherwise we're going to be here all night.
Okay. To the Rescue last time was favourite, and we clearly said wrong track, wrong distance. So I think a lot of improvement to come. But then also like number 8, 𝐔𝐄𝐿, finished right with him in the previous run. So yeah, and he's also a 3-year-old, so he can improve as well. Yeah, very tough race.
I think it's easy.
What do you like?
With Joe,
I
like a horse here, very strong.
I think Pettigrew wins 2 in a row. I'll be honest with you.
Overs. Absolutely overs.
I make Silvano's song an absolute certainty.
For me, best bet of the day, guys. I'll put 3 stars next to it.
The viewers are
Stables
going to either win money or have to remortgage their houses, because we are confident in this podcast.
If Stuart Pettigrew's clients were looking to get on, they died.
They died. Prices are gone.
Sorry, but guys, how can you make it a good thing when number 2, Mamba Camtasia, finished in front of it last time?
Look at the weight.
Stuart wasn't on
weight.
4.
The stables, well, the weights, it's carrying a light weight, galloping weight.
But it's the same weight as last time.
No, I'm saying the stable, just the horse will come on 3rd run after gelding. No, this is overs, Cadovers.
Overs, Cadovers.
Alrighty, okay.
The gelding is the key, guys. 3rd run after
gelding. The stable turnaround.
Stable as well. Sorry, Stuart, if you were looking to get on, not going to happen, my son.
Yeah, 100%. This. I'm looking forward to Saturday, funnily enough. And when we discussed this podcast, I said to you we needed to do Turffontein ahead of the whole Greyville card. But yeah, let's carry on. Race 7. Let Piere go first because he's got no idea. Go on, Striker.
Yes, I beat you guys last weekend. I actually found for the ride on Good Queen Bess. She finished last time 3rd. I think I finished 2nd on that filly that's running on Saturday.
White Pearl.
White Pearl, well done. And I thought in this type of field, drawn 1, everything's in her favour. 3 runs ago, she ran 2nd to Celtic Rumours, which Sean thinks she's got a nice filly. And she ran 2nd to Zanovi, which I thought was quite a nice horse. Yes, you tipped as well. So I think Good Queen Bess is a bit of a bet here. Why I wouldn't go mad? It is like a handicap. Middle stakes is very close to a handicap. But I still think she's the one to beat, and she's a good price.
Agree wholeheartedly. I really, really like this filly on Saturday.
I'm not going to put anybody off. I think it's a tough race. I don't particularly like good queen bears, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just my opinion. I respect a few horses, yeah. I respect the 4, funny enough. I think it's improving. The stable's come to a bit of form. It's a tough race. I'm not going to put anybody off. Put whatever you like in the race. It's that type of race.
Did Sean beat you at paddle tonight?
We beat them the first set and they beat us the second set. So
Because you haven't tipped one Sean Terry horse yet. So I'm wondering.
Well, I did speak to Sean and he was open. He said, to the rescue, will prefer the track. He's got chances. I think in Sean's heart, Tanamere is his best for the day. But, you know, Sean never talks.
Okay.
Keeps everything close to his chest. But all his horses are well and they're all
Race
trying.
8.
So.
Race 8.
Race 8. Sorry, let's get there. I tried to get her right in Cullinan Blue. I thought she's a huge runner. She's run against top horses. And I almost wanted to make a good thing. Then I saw Elegant Ice is in the same race. And it's a huge turnover in weight. So I can't be confident in Cullinan Blue just because of turnover in weight. So I'm going to have to go with Elegant Ice.
Go. Lance?
The weight is huge there, Piere. Well spotted. I mean, it's 7 kilos. It's a joke. 7.5 kilos. No, yes, 7.5 kilos. So that's got to count for something.
Yeah.
Another difficult race, but the worthy favorite is number 6, Elegant Ice. It's not favored by much. It's 28-10 and 33-10 Cullinan. But if you look at the weights, they got to be Elegant Ice. Elegant Ice has to be shorter. But another Hiroshimic type of race. I don't like the race.
My issue with the horse that I fancy, okay, is that it's never won a Turffontein. That's the only issue I have with this horse. Because apart from that, I mean, with 52 kilos on its back, Alicia's Love, apart from the fact that it's never won a Turffontein, I think it's a runner. Honestly, I mean, this horse, Mr. Magnus, turned the corner with his filly. She's only 3 years old, but she's getting 10 kilograms off Cullinan Blue. That's a lot of weight, man. But she's never really sparkled at Turffontein. I wouldn't leave her out. Not really a punting race. I do agree with you guys. But I'd keep this filly in the quartets and stuff. Maybe double float, top and bottom weight with a few horses, you know. Race 9.
Race 9. I'm gonna if I could have picked what any ride I could have you know that I wanted would have been number 1 or Queen. But Green Flash actually won a good race last time. In fact, I was studying form while I'm sitting in the jockey room, nothing to do, and I found her, and she was 20-1. Okay, so she didn't beat much last time, but Brett Warren's horses take time. He gives them a lot of time to develop, and they get better and better and better. And I think she didn't have a great jump last time after starting stalls, yet she still came from the back, went all the way to the inside and won. I'm going to give her another chance. So Green Flash, my first choice.
Lance?
And I respect that. In my form, I said I respect Green Flash. I respect Tony Peters' Where's the Party purely on his record of first timers, you know, coming from Cape Town. So you got to respect that. He's incredible.
I can quickly try and look at I use form grids, and I think form grids is great. So
no,
but you can keep talking.
It's got good
Okay.
form. It's got good Cape form. What I think you should be doing in this race is very simple. I really do. Bearing in mind, you've backed the winner of the Guineas by now that I've tipped. You've backed the winner of the 400-meter dash. You've backed both of Stuart Pettigrew's horses, right? Take the cash, drive to your nearest ribs and burgers, and go for a chow.
Yes. Take the money and spend it wisely.
Yeah.
I agree.
This race is impossible. I feel.
And it's not mistakes.
The form is not fantastic, but the Tony Peter factor could kick in.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
I
a
think
hard
it
race.
will.
It's a hard race. Sure.
I think 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐿 will kick in, but a tough race.
Tough race. Right. Last race of the day. I'll go first. Right. So now you've chowed your ribs and burgers. You've had ribs, you've had burgers, a bit of slaw. Order dessert. Fuck this race. Don't play in this race. Don't do it. It's madness. Why would you?
Yeah, correct.
Why would you?
No.
What a hard race. No disrespect to the owners and all the trainers and the jockeys and the horses themselves, but my word. 4-1.
But I'm gonna offer up my 10 cents worth. Striker,
Go on.
you'll ride the winner. Piere will ride the winner. 𝐿skoen will win.
Okay,
I prefer it to Quick Trip.
Okay, firstly, 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐿 he's a stable jockey, he had the choice. And secondly, I looked at the form 𝐿skoen. I know it finished only 1.8 lengths behind King of the Gauls, but there've been no other winners. So, yeah, no, hopefully I get surprised.
Yeah, look, it's just one of those races. I'm not saying it's overs, but I think if you had to tell me in a match race to back 3 or the 6 of the Crawford yard, I'd back 𝐿skoen over Quick Trip.
All right, guys, let's flash through it. We've got a lot. Piere, do the first 3 races, well, do the races in Durban and then do Turffontein super quick. Let's just give the selection, not an explanation. We've done the explanations.
Okay, right. Starting
Okay,
in race 6, that's a drill hall. Main defender, number 3.
Yeah.
Race 7, double grand slam, number 5. And race 8, number 2, Sandringham Summit.
Right, I'm going to go quickly and say Sandringham Summit is beatable. I'm going to go for double Grand Slams overs, that'll win. And I'm going to play against Sandringham Summit, and I'm going to lean towards Snow Pilot to beat it or Midwinter Wind. Main defender I'm going to play against, and I'm going to lean towards Joe's horse, Humdinger. That's my 3 in Durban.
Okay, my 3 in Durban is Humdinger, followed by double Grand Slam, followed by Midwinter Wind, and get the bank for that with Chocolate Soldier in the first. Turffontein, Piere, go first.
All right, race 1, number 1, Believe in Fate.
Yep.
Race 2, number 7, Silver Parasol.
Okay, Piere, let's do it like this. I'm going to agree with you. Believe in Fate. Race 2, I'm going to go Rodeo Drive. Race 3.
Race 3, I'm going to go with Wild at War, number 10.
I'm going to go with you. Race 4.
Race 4, I'm going with number 10, Oxalis Gold.
You're making a mistake here. Go with Tana Marie. Race 5.
Race 5, I'm going with number 10, Sakura Jima.
I'm in your camp. Sakura Jima for me.
Race 6, I'm going with number 8, 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐿.
I'm going for Silvano's song. Double bet. Put the double maximum on, guys. This will win. Race 7.
Race 7, I was going with number 1, Good Queen Bess.
I'm going for a bit of a roughie. I'm going for Jury's Out. Race 8.
Okay. Race 8, I'm going with number 6, Elegant Ice.
I'm going to go with you, Elegant Ice. My choice as well.
Race 9, I'm going with number 2, Green Flash.
I'm going with you, Green Flash for me.
And race 10, I'm going to go with number 8, Duke of Rock.
I'm going for number 3, 𝐿skoen.
Right, I'll fly through it now. Race 1, Tokyo Medallia each way. Race 2, I'm going to go for Fiery Pegasus. Race 3, I'm going to go for Johnny Appleseed. Race 4, I'm going to go for Tana Marie. Race 5, I'm going to go for Sakura Jima. And I'm saying I found it first. Race 6, I'm going for Silvano's song, Race Over. Race 7, I'm going for Good Queen Bess. Race 8, I'm going for Alicia's Love each way. Race 9, I'll be eating ribs. So, hey, back an even numbered horse. Try that. Who knows? And race 10, just to be different, back an odd numbered horse, because that's the only way you'll find the winners of those races. Have fun. See you guys next week.
Are you in a column now? Yeah.
I did. I put them in a column already. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Even odds.
Huh?
Odds and evens in your column.
Oh, they used to do that. No, they used to do that in England.
Really,
Oh,
yeah.
even in South Africa, you used to be able to bet on even numbers or odd numbers in a race. Hey, Lance?
Yeah, you used to. You can, yeah. You
Why
still
did you
can.
guys stop it?
I just think the betting was wrong.
Oh,
You know, it was just, I don't know, it wasn't popular for starters, and then it just, I don't know, it wasn't a popular bet to
well,
play.
I'll be phoning your odds compiler, Jason Zogby, and asking him for a 100 Rand double, even number race 9, odd number race 10. I'm going to ask him for odds, and if it comes in, whatever the winnings are, I'll donate to the 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐵 Horse Care Unit.
Fair play. He'll give you odds. You'll know how many runners are odds and how many are evens,
100%.
and he'll work it out for you.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.